Welcome to the Andy Griffith Show, Facts and Trivia. Appreciate you being here. Before we get started, I'd like to apologize because I do have a cold, and I hope you can understand me because I'm really stopped up. Before we get, also I ask you to please subscribe and share these on Facebook. Today's video is on how the Andy Griffith Show ended, so let's get into it. The classic comedy ran for 8 years on CBS beginning in 1960. Starting out in black and white, and by 1965 the show went full color and changed significantly. Here's how the still popular program starring Andy Griffith and Don Knotts concluded. Andy Griffith Show began in 1960 on a completely different program, The Danny Thomas Show, starring producer and actor Danny Thomas. The series focused on entertainer Danny Williams and his family. The episode introducing Sheriff Andy Taylor and his son Opie, played of course by Ron Howard, was titled Danny Meets Andy Griffith. In the episode, Danny goes through a stop sign in Mayberry and is jailed by Andy when he refuses to pay the fine. The pilot was a success, and Griffith and young Howard performances led to CBS putting the Andy Griffith Show in their fall lineup that year. Griffith told Andy Griffith Show author Richard Kelly about his anxiety before the live performance of the Andy Griffith or the Danny Thomas Show. I came out to LA, did the pilot, and I remember a lot of that too, because Danny Thomas made me very nervous. I was wooden, very wooden, and as the show progressed, I got looser and looser, and then when they brought the audience in, I was on top of it, and the show, in fact, did sell. Sorry. Andy Griffith was ready to leave the show and announced he would do so after the 8th season. The show had changed dramatically from the Mayberry of the first season. Don Knotts had left the series in season 5. Other characters were introduced, and the series was presented in Technicolor by its 6th season. A lot of people say that was where it jumped the shark. By the 8th and final season, a new show, Mayberry RFD, was announced as a spinoff for the Andy Griffith Show. The last episode of Andy Griffith introduced a new comedy and served as its pilot. In the Andy Griffith Show finale, former Sam Kenberry sponsors his former Army pal Mario to come from Italy and help him on his land. Unfortunately, Mario brings along his father and sister as well without Sam's consent. Just as Sam is about to suggest the family may be better off in a more spacious neighboring town, Andy comes to the rescue and talks Sam into letting them stay. The new arrivals loved Mayberry, and the town was taken with them as well, and they agreed to stay, although they were never seen again on Mayberry RFD. Goober Powell, actor George Lindsay, wrote in his memoir, Goober in a Nutshell, that by the time Mayberry RFD aired, Griffith had basically checked out of the show and spent little time on it. After the Griffith Show ended in 1968, Lindsay remained on Mayberry RFD, along with Aunt Bee actress Frances Bobbier and Hope Summers, who played Clara Edwards, Emma Clark, actor Paul Hartman, and Jack Dodson, who portrayed Howard Sprague. I never felt the scripts on Mayberry RFD were strong as those for the Andy Griffith Show, Lindsay wrote. No doubt that they had a lot to do with the fact that Andy Griffith, though still executive producer, only appeared in a handful of episodes and was not directly involved on the set and with the scripts. The quality of the scripts paled to the Andy Griffith Show. He added, Goober had a lot more lines than Mayberry RFD, but in all honesty, they usually didn't measure up to the razor-sharp standards of the original series. And that's how Andy Griffith Show ended. And I'm sure all y'all knew that, but this is what I can find and do quick because of this. And I appreciate you being here. God bless you. Don't forget the trivia question on the Facebook page. Don't forget to subscribe, and please share these out on Facebook. I appreciate it. Give us a like. God bless, and I'll be praying for you.